Okay, Taurus, this is your January 2023 monthly reading. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. New business opportunities is where you're at currently. Page of Wands. Interesting here. Okay, so I always do Celtic Cross. And we're going to start with the foundations, okay? Let's get your story going. Okay, so what we have here is we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a great card. You know, new manifestations of the physical, a new beginning. It's a great card. But we have a possible obstacle, Page of Wands. So Page of Wands always represents passion, kind of undirected passion for something. And it can also mean kind of a Peter Pan excitement. So maybe as I continue with your cards, what we have here is a new business venture, a new career, and the obstacle to overcome is the unbridled, undirected passion. Okay, that could be what we're going to see. So then down here we have Justice, which is always a good card to see because that means that in the past you have laid the foundations. Everything's been in balance. Okay, next to the Knight of Swords. So you have been treating someone properly. But over here, someone rushed into your life and kind of dismantled everything. So let's see what else. Ooh, this is fascinating. Okay. Queen of Swords. Interesting. With the Magician. Okay. So we have two major arcana. And listen, this is fascinating. So let's look at the pattern here. Both of these characters are staring right at us. They're looking right at us. Both of them have this similar hand gesture. Both are pointing up towards the sky, and both of them are holding their hand towards something they value. Meaning the Magician, he pulls things from the sky to manifest it, and he puts it out in the physical. Justice, same. He pulls the idea of what is just, what is right, and balances it in his hand. So here you are. This is you, Taurus. This is you, and this is your lesson. Okay? To continue to be the just person, because it looks like you got some difficult personalities coming towards you or in your past. And you have the Queen of Swords here looking right at this Magician. She's looking at you because this is you. This is your major lesson, to take what's up in the air and manifest it in the physical. And that goes along with this Pentacle card, because the Ace of Pentacles is all about manifesting. It's all about the physical world, your health, your money, your ideas coming to earth. So where you're at is you have this great idea. You have this great idea, and you want to manifest it. You have the power to manifest it, and you are the right person to manifest it. Okay, but I get a unscrupulous vibe here from these swords. Because it just feels like somebody was very rushed into you and kind of dismantled kind of what you were focusing on. And this individual here, it looks like a challenge card. Like they're challenging your ability to make this happen for yourself. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here, Taurus. Okay. You feel a lack of abundance right now. Okay. You're doubting your ability to make this happen. Okay. You have some naysayers around you. Okay. Okay, see that? You're worried it won't happen. You know? Okay, fascinating. So then you have the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this is fascinating to me because you're being called to manifest. You're being called to manifest. These are your biggest cards that are striking out at me right here is the Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, because you're being called to manifest what you want, okay? And Justice, because these are major lessons for you to carry what is in your head onto the physical. But I would keep it a secret. You know, there's quiet ways of manifesting. Telling people, no. Especially because it looks like you got a lot of Gemini, could be Libra, could be Aquarius. You got a lot of air kind of pushing your buttons, it seems. A lot of air signs kind of like doubting you. So you have all these great cards, but they're all in reverse. Now that doesn't always mean the opposite. Now I want to clarify that. It doesn't mean the opposite. What I'm seeing is this isn't like, oh, you're not going to get it. Oh, you're not going to be abundant. Oh, you're not going to have your wish fulfilled. Oh, there's not going to be a gathering, you know, a celebration of what we've manifested of the heart. No, what I see is doubt and kind of not, I see a lot of self-doubt here. You're worried you can't manifest it. You're worried you can't make it come true. But the thing is, you're also kind of surrounded by a few naysayers. Maybe your environment is not nurturing towards you. Your environment is not, because I see that because you have the three here, the three of, you know, the Empress, which is 3. And then you have people around you that perhaps aren't exactly wanting you to manifest this, that are doubting you, that are saying and thinking, oh, making you in your head too much about things. And yes, you need to have a plan. You need to be practical about what you want, but you also, self-doubt is something that's interesting because every human does it. Every human has it, and it's natural and it's okay, and it can be amplified in today's social media because, like, hello, the internet. But I think what you're being called to do is it's your justice. This is who you need to be, Taurus. You need to, and I think the celebration card is also, maybe don't tell people, don't go out there and spend your money on because this is, you got 2 cups cards in reverse. Cups relate to your heart, your emotions. I think it's to not spend your emotions. Don't spend your emotional money, okay? Don't spend your money and time on people at parties. Don't overindulge on things. You need to spend your time in a disciplined space. You need to be balanced in order to manifest. And I think if you're out there just kind of not manifest, like talking too much instead of doing quietly, you know, that is an issue. Okay, so I asked the Goddess cards to clarify, and you got peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is going to work out beautifully. Okay, so that goes back to our self-doubt that we discussed. You know, Taurus is Earth, and it's interesting because you got a lot of air signs in your reading. So this card is going to ask you to do more self-care, music, playfulness, yoga, give your cares and worries to, you know, a journal and things like that. Don't overthink, but also don't overindulge. Okay? Because you need to pace yourself in order to bring what is in heaven down to earth. These are major lessons. This is a major lesson for you. And over here, this is what is in the near future kind of passing. So just be careful of who you socialize with and who you tell things to. And in order to manifest, I would look up not these kind of like, there's like a lot of these manifestation things I see on the internet, which are kind of, you know, maybe they're well-meaning, I don't know, but I think a lot of it is just kind of ridiculous. As someone who's done a lot myself, sometimes you manifest something, you know, you have a plan. It doesn't completely come the way you want, but in order to bring an idea about, it's little steps and planning, but not planning, you know, be flexible with your plan. Be realistic with your plan. What are you capable of doing? Like, say you want to write a book and you're like, well, I want to write a book, but, and you think of you think of the, you know, you writing your book and you're done, you look at your manuscript. Okay, well, that's great, but how do we get there? So let's say you write, you know, some people are like, I write every day. Well, you know, truth is, not everyone does. I don't care what they say. I've lived with writers who say they write every day, and I'm like, no, you drink every day. You don't write every day. So like, be like, okay, in order to write this book in 2 years, 3 years, I'm going to write 3 times a week for 20 minutes a day. Be gentle on yourself. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do 20 because you will burn out. You will lose the love for it. Overwork just for the sake of overwork and being on this insane schedule just will make you, it'll exhaust you. Okay? So be realistic about how you're going to manifest this. Like, say you want to open a restaurant. Okay, well, what are the little steps you need? You know, maybe start with like a food truck. Maybe start with, you know, like making sandwiches out of an already established business or something. Like, think about, how can I do this with the most consistent, quiet effort that doesn't need to be some loud blow hard? Because I've noticed a lot of people who start businesses or things like that, and they're all about like, this is my idea, blah, blah. They usually burn out. So do things slowly and do things and think of like, how can I do this with the least amount of resources? Like, what resources can I do this with now? Versus, I have to buy a space, I have to do this, because that to me is just a way of procrastinating actually the work. Okay, well, this is a good reading, Taurus, and you have these 2 major lessons here, and these are good cards. These are good lessons. Manifestation, because it's kind of what you're here to do. You're here to, this isn't just a selfish act. This is justice for you and your community, whatever you're trying to do. This is a major life lesson that's going to keep coming up. It was in your past and someone tried to knock you off, and it's in your future. So don't get too in your head. Don't let your thoughts knock you off of manifesting. Don't let self-doubt, and don't overindulge in escapism. You can do this. Trust me, Taurus, I got you. Okay, be sure to like, subscribe to my channel for more readings, and I really hope you have a positive weekend, and take care of yourself. Drink water, eat healthy, meditate, say really good things about yourself, okay? Much love.